So, Comic-Con, how's it going, you guys?
It's good. I mean, it's very exciting to be here. This is the perfect crowd for
Kick-Ass. Yeah, considering they're both fanboys and, you know, dress up as masked vigilantes. I've seen quite a few already.
Yeah, I saw a Hit Girl that was like 5 years old. And then I saw a Hit Girl that looked like an angry woman, and I was like, oh, Hit Girl. I like told her because like I was remiss. I was hoping she would notice, and she was just like, okay, thanks. And like kept walking. I was like, all right, fine. Hit Girl's the favorite.
I know. I saw Hit Girl on the way there.
Tell us about where Kick-Ass 2 picks up.
Kick-Ass 2 picks up 3 years after the first film. The characters, Dave, Mindy, and Chris are sort of stuck in the same place they were at the end of the first film. And what we do is we kind of just hit the gas in the first scene and we don't stop for the rest of the film as we kind of force them to ask the question who they really want to be in life. The idea in the first film, I think, was that they were creating these alter egos, but now they have to ask this question like, okay, who am I really going to be? I think it's a question we all ask ourselves, and it's interesting to see how they all come up with 3 very different answers.
So, tell me about Kick-Ass 2. Where do we find your characters in this sequel?
I'm coming off my father's death in this one, and I just want to kill this. Excuse my language. That's why it's called Mother. I'm a little nervous if people start calling that on the streets to me. Really, it's gonna hurt my feelings.
Do you remember that it's about your character? And
I might not. I'm just gonna duck a lot. Be like, someone's coming my way.
Yeah, you don't know if that's the compliment or if they're gonna go, hey, mother.
Yeah, hitting on my girlfriend, like what? Yeah, I mean he's super dark in this one. In the first one he was
intense, man.
Yeah, he was so excited to be Kick-Ass's partner in the first one, and he just wanted nothing but his dad's respect, and he was kind of torn between that. Whereas in this one, hates Kick-Ass and doesn't have a father. He's just in a dark, very dark headspace. Yeah, very deep place.
Yeah, my character's not changed at all one bit in any way possible. He graduates from school and doesn't know what to do with his life apart from dress up as a superhero and try to fight crime. If he's going to do it, he better start getting good at it.
Tell us about how the action in Kick-Ass 2 compares to the action in the first movie.
In the first film, I loved the action, and it had a sort of heightened kind of Hong Kong vibe because it largely focused on Mindy and Big Daddy, who had a special set of skills. The second movie is about other people being superheroes, and they obviously don't have the same kind of skills as Mindy and Big Daddy, so I wanted the action to be a little bit more grounded, a little bit more visceral and gritty, and I want to, show how Dave fights as Kick-Ass. He can't do what Mindy does, but he's training, he's getting better, and he's trying to be a real hero. He's hanging out with the Colonel, who's similar to Dave, and then he's just a real guy and wants to be a superhero. So when they fight, it's just a little more down and dirty.
If you guys could play any comic book hero.
Get text messages during her interview.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, if you could play any other comic book character, who would it be?
I don't think I could pull off anyone but Red Mist or mother. I'm too small for him. Too skinny. I couldn't do it. No. You're bigger than I am. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to break up while this is going on. Yeah, actually that's a bit of an odd question because I might just, I don't know, because I might possibly go do another.
That's right, yeah.
But
under wraps. But it's exciting news that you might do it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna be a minion. Sorry.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a minion.
How about Kick-Ass 3? Is that happening? What can you tell me?
I mean, here's the thing about Kick-Ass 3. It's that I think people who think about the sequel to their movie don't always make the best movie they can make, right? So I was very focused on making Kick-Ass 2 the best movie I could make. And so I wanted the ending to feel definitive, and I really just wanted to finish the film with an exclamation point. And for me, that means you have to just focus on the story you're telling. So I haven't even really allowed myself to think about like, what would Kick-Ass 3 be like? Obviously, Mark and John have a great plan, and I've been enjoying the first couple issues of that, and I do know where they're going with it. But as a filmmaker, I honestly haven't even really entertained it at this point because I've been so focused on art.
That's good too. Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.